and welcome to my tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this really super easy Christmas ornament. I made the pattern up myself and I'm really excited to show you guys how to make it. So what we're going to need for this is we're going to need whatever color ornament you want. I just chose red and green because it's traditional Christmas colors. So I'm going to be using red, green, and then we're going to be using silver for the metal part of the ornament. But you can use whatever color for that as well. Anything else that we're going to be using, of course, is my size G crochet hook, as always, a needle for sewing in our ends, and a pair of scissors for cutting our ends. I'm going to be starting with my red here. Again, you can use whatever color you prefer. Start with putting the loop for my hook. And we're going to do a chain 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we're going to be making a circle with this by slip stitching in this first chain right here. As you can see, we've made a little ring, and we're going to be doing we're going to be stitching into this stitch right here. So do a chain 3 first, and then we're going to be doing 11 double crochet in this middle chain here. And we'll take our excess yarn and tuck it around our work so that we can kind of hide it away in there. In the end of this, you will have 12 double crochet, because the chain 3 that we did at the beginning is going to count as our first. So if you want, you can pause the video here, work your 12 double crochet in this first hole here, making sure to hide away your ends in the process, and I will meet you back when I'm done. Alright, just finished with my total of 12 double crochet. Now I'm going to go into this first chain, insert my hook right there, and slip stitch to complete the round. Now I'll be doing a chain 3 again, and I'll be using this stitch right here to do a double crochet. Now what we're going to be doing is 2 double crochet in each stitch along. So this is going to be increasing our stitches to 24. So if you want, go ahead and pause the video here, work your 24 stitches, remember 2 in each, and I will meet you back when I'm done. Okay, just finished my 24 crochet stitches. Now I'm going to complete the round by going into that chain 3 at the beginning and slip stitching. So if you think that this is a good size for your Christmas ornament, you can always stop here, because what we're going to do in the next round is we're going to up the stitches to 48. I thought this was a little small, but if you want a smaller one, then that's perfectly okay. And I also what I like about this one is if you want, you could use it as a coaster. I think it's really cute to make fun, festive coasters that you can use for your drinks. So like I made the turkey coaster in the last video that I did. I think it was the last video that I did. So this could also be hung up on your tree, of course, too. But if you want to continue the pattern and make it a little bigger, we're going to be doing a chain 3, doing a double crochet in this stitch right here, just like last round. And now we're going to do 2 double crochet in each stitch along, same as we have been, which will make us have 48 stitches in total. So go ahead, pause the video here, work your 2 double crochet in each, and I will meet you when I get back. Okay, here is my 48 stitches, my third round. Now we're just going to slip stitch into that chain and finish off. So this is as big as I'm going to make mine. Now I'm going to chain 1 and cut my yarn to finish off. I'm going to weave in my ends. Give me 1 second and I will be back to show you what to do next. So next what I'm going to be working on is showing you how to sew in the little design that I've done in the middle. This one was my tester one where I came up with the pattern, and I think I made the star a little too small. So I'm going to be showing you a different design. It's going to be the exact same concept, I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger. So the way that I did this was I just took my green yarn, whatever yarn you want, and I cut off a fairly big piece because I'm going to be sewing in this piece here 1 and 2, maybe 3 times. Sewing it around 2 or 3 times so that we can get a bigger design going. I think that's going to be enough. I've cut off a fairly big piece. I'd rather have more than I need than not enough, even though I feel that having too much is a waste still. Then I'll just thread my needle here if my yarn will let me. Here we go. So I'm going to start from the back, which is the best place to start, because then your yarn will end up in the back, the yarn tail will end up in the back, and you'll be able to tie it back there. So originally I started from this row, and the reason it was such a problem was because I was going in between stitches and it was pulling it down to the bottom of the stitch, making it smaller than I wanted it to. So this time I'm going to start up here, which is going to still pull my stitches to the bottom because I'm going in between, but it's going to make them a little bit bigger. So like I said, go from the back, grab your yarn here because that way it won't pull out completely, and I'm just going to go in the middle, straight in the middle, and I'm going to do this 2 to 3 times depending on how big I think I want this to be. And then I'm going to kind of, tie that and make sure that's pretty secure behind there. I think 2 looks good on there. So you can pretty much do any pattern that you want. I'm going to do mine in a straight line like I did the last one, so I think right about there is a good one. It doesn't have to be 100%. I gotta go from this way, don't I? But whatever design you think you want to sew in there is fine. And I go back to the center. I did another thing differently with this one than I did with this one, and I think I might actually like this version a little bit better. I did a magic circle instead of a chain 6, which made the center hole a little bit smaller. Made it a little bit easier to get the yarn in there and keep it exactly where you wanted it to be. So you could also use that method as well. Like that. And then I think I'm gonna go over here. So if you want, go ahead and sew in your design. I'm going to finish mine up here, and then when I'm done I will show you how to make the little metal part that we're going to put up here. See you when I get back. Alright, I'm finished now. I have my Christmas ornament. There's a few, so I came up with a better method. I've sewed them in here instead of up here as I was going along. You know, it's not perfect, but that's what makes it a homemade craft, is because it's not 100% perfect. I think it looks better that way anyway. So now what I'm going to do here is kind of just weave through my work at the back to make sure that my yarn doesn't come undone. I highly doubt it will, considering it's, you know, so woven through, but still. One of the things that I like to do as well is I'll tuck my yarn underneath one of the things and I'll hold it, pull it through, and then come from the back and make a knot that way instead of making a knot when I'm done. So I'm going to do it one more time to show you. You go under your work and you grab the yarn here so that you can pull it through and make a loop, and take it around and from the back and pull it, and it'll knot your work for you so that you don't have to try to do it this way yourself when you're done and knot it down there. It'll do it for you. And I guess I rationed out my yarn pretty well. I didn't have that much left. So now I'm just going to cut my yarn. Ooh, don't cut that yarn. Cut my yarn here. Cut my yarn here. And we're almost done. Now I just have to grab my silver grayish color and I'll show you how to make the metal part. This part is completely optional. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to. I just thought it gave it a little bit more authenticity and I thought it was kind of cute. So it's really simple to do, and there's two ways that you could hang this, but I'll show you that once I finished this. I'm going to start right here at this stitch where I left off at. And I'll tie my yarn like that, insert back into that stitch, and do a chain 1 to start. Now I'm going to do a half double in the next 2 stitches. And this could potentially be it. If you want to leave your bulb at this, you could. And you could stick a metal hook in there and hang it up just like that. I came up with another method if you want this to be kind of like a self-hung ornament. All you have to do is chain 1, turn your work, go into this stitch here, slip stitch, do 15 single crochet and a chain. Then I'm going, so there's my 15, and I'm going to turn my work back around, insert into the same hole that we started in, and do a slip stitch. That way you can have a loop for your branch to go. If you think that's too big of a loop, you can also do 10. I did 10 originally and thought it was a little too small for my tree branches personally, but that's how you can do that. And it can be self-hung. I prefer this method here, so I'm going to take out my extra chains, and then tie off. Guess I could have left that other chain in there, huh? Alright, 1 second to weave in my end and I'll be right back. And there you go, how to crochet a really simple, really easy Christmas ornament. I like this pattern a lot. I'm really happy I came up with it because it's pretty much completely customizable. You can make it as big as you want, as small as you want. This design in the middle can be any combination of designs that you can think of. You can do like small Christmas snowflakes. You can do like a banner across here. So it's really up to your own preference and your own personal style with how you want to do this. And of course, colors are customizable, and this also has a few different options as well. So if you want the written pattern for this, I'm going to be posting this one on my blog. I just posted this crochet snowman recently. This is actually my first paid pattern on my new Etsy that I just opened up. So go ahead and check that out if you're interested in how to make this, or just check out my last video if you don't really want to pay for it, because that is of course a free video. In the next video, or a video coming soon, I'm not sure if I have it scheduled for the next one, I'm going to be posting like a 3D amigurumi crochet Christmas bulb, which will be a little bit more difficult than this one, probably like a intermediate level of this one, but that one I'm sure is going to be really cool. So stay tuned for that. Go ahead and follow my blog, it'll be linked below. My Etsy will be linked below. Like, comment, and subscribe on this video if you have any ideas for crochet Christmas crafts that you want me to try out, or stitches that you want me to teach you, anything at all. Let me know down in the comments section below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.